الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين بارئ الخلائق أجمعين باعث الأنبياء والمرسلين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا سيد الأنام وصفوة الأنبياء الكرام المحمود الأحمد أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الغر الميامين، لا سيما بقية الله في الأراضين وحجتي على العالمين الحجة ابن الحسن فداه أرواح العالمين، واللعن الدائم على أعدائهم أبد الآبدين ودهر الداهرين. اللهم كل وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا، حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا. قال مولانا أمير المؤمنين علي بن أبي طالب سلام الله عليه: التوحيد ألا تتوهمه والعدل ألا تتهمه. To hasten the reappearance of our beloved Imam, Al-Imam Sahib al-Asr wal-Zaman, please recite aloud Salawat ala Muhammadin wa Ali Muhammad.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Believing in Almighty God's justice is one of our fundamentals. So if someone somehow accuses Allah with anything, he would not be considered as Muslim. And what do you mean by accusations? Any types of accusations. For instance, people come to this world and worship Allah for 70, 80 years or disobey Allah for 70, 80 years, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decides to put them in heaven or hell forever. Some people might say, okay, 70 years versus forever, no comparison between forever and 70 years. So isn't it inappropriate for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to punish someone who disobeys him for 70 years and put him in hell for forever? No, it's not. Why it's not? Because he's God. He is the owner. If you allow someone to enter your house, and then you tell him, okay, I don't want you to use this room. Don't enter that room. Don't mess with that room. Don't break the lock. And then that person breaks the lock and enters that room for any reason or for no reason and stays there. Are you allowed to tell him that you are not welcome in my house forever? Yes, you are. Why not? Why not? It's your house. We belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Somebody came to Imam al-Rida alayhi afdal salatu wassalam and told him that I am a sinful person. I'd like you to help me. Find me a way so I can commit sin without fearing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam Rida told him, yes, I can help you. Of course, I'm rephrasing. Avoid 5 things and commit sins as much as you like. Then Imam alayhi salam told him, اخرج من ملك الله وعص الله ما شئت. Go out of Almighty God's domains and commit sin as much as you want. You can't. We belong to Allah. Every single molecule of our body belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everything, even our wisdom, our beauty, our wealth, our shabab, so-called, and shababika fima afnayta. Everything belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You like to stay as youth, but would you? When you see the gray hair, no, something should be wrong. I was very stressful this week. No, it's not about that. It just started. وَاشْتَعَلَ الرَّأْسُ شَيْبًا. It will then come to your hair as fire spread in bush. We belong to Allah. That's it. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, okay, I have created you, well, I don't need you. And you've got this orders and laws you have to follow. If you break that laws or those laws, I am God, I will punish you forever. Does he have the right? Of course he has the right. Of course. And that's why Imam Zayn al-Abidin, one of his supplications in Sahih al-Sajjadiyah says that I deserve, of course, when he says I, he means human beings. Human being deserve to be punished forever, not for committing sin. No, for having the intention to break Almighty God's laws. Why you want to break Almighty God's laws? So if someone accuses Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no, this is inappropriate, that's it. He will lose his faith and iman. وَالْعَادْلَ أَلَّا تَتَّهِمَ. And then Imam Rida alayhi salam said, لا تأكل من نعم الله وعصى الله ما شئت. Do not eat from Almighty God's favors and sustenance. You know? Find somewhere else to eat. You can't. And then commit sin as much as you like. If angel Azrael, the angel of death, comes to you and wants to kill you, to confiscate your soul, do not give him the right to do so. وَعْصَ اللَّهَ مَا شِئْتَ. Can you? Can you be immortal? Stay alive forever? No, you can't. When angel Azrael comes, that's it. And then, in the day of judgment, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to resurrect you, just stay sleeping and أَعْصَ ma shi't. Can you? No, you can't. Prophet Jesus once told his Hawariyin, his companions, his close companions. Hawariyin means close companions, those who used to be with him all of their time. He told them, كما تنامون تموتون وكما تستيقظون تبعثون. As you fell asleep, you will die. And as you wake up, you will get resurrected. Can you just sleep forever? You've seen some people who are really tired, especially on Tariq al-Mashaya, when they go walking to Mount Hussein. No, I'm going to sleep forever. You can't. You might be able to sleep for 12 hours, 13 hours, not more than that. You will eventually wake up. Can you stay awake forever? No. كما تنامون تموتون. So if you want to commit sin, okay, no problem. Do not wake up for the resurrection day. Can you? No, you cannot. So what Imam alayhi salam is saying, and the information that he's passing to us, that we belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if we belong to Allah, He can do whatever He wants with us if it's not oppression. And it is not oppression. If we breach the law, it won't be oppression for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to punish us, even if He punishes us forever. I've seen some atheists say, does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala need to punish us? No, He doesn't. But He's God. He has the right. He doesn't need that. He doesn't need to punish us. But He has the right to punish us if we breach the law, if we break the law. So it's not about the need, you know. Need somehow is related to human beings, to creations. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't have need, doesn't need anything, doesn't want anything. He has wills, and He has power, and He has wisdom. Is it against, let's say, the example that I brought to you. If you tell, I will not allow that person to enter my house forever. Forever. Can someone just stand up and tells you, no, you're oppressing this person. Why? It's my house. Am I oppressing him? Am I acting inappropriate? I don't. He broke the lock and entered the room that I told him don't enter that room. He broke my laws that I imposed on him. So I have the right. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has the right as well. Has the right as well to do whatever he wants if he doesn't have any promises and if it's not oppressions. Other than that, he has the full right. بل يداه مبسوطتان ينفق كيف يشاء. There is a phrase in Dua Abi Hamza Thumali. Whenever I remember this phrase, I really fear Allah. ترحم من تشاء بما تشاء كيف تشاء وتعذب من تشاء بما تشاء كيف تشاء لا تسأل عن فعلك. You are God, you have the right to show mercy to whoever you want, however you want. And you are God, you have the right to punish whoever you want, however you want. And no one can question you. Really? Do you think Shaitan can question Allah? Do you think Pharaoh can question Allah? Do you think prophets of Allah can question Allah? The only thing that we can say, لَإِن طَالَبْتَنِي بِذُنُوبِ لَأُطَالِبَنَّكَ بِعَفْوِكَ. Yes, if you demand, if you ask me for my sins and my evil acts, I will say yes, but I have merciful God. That's the only thing that I can say, nothing more. So I'm begging you. In other words, I'm begging you. This is a type of begging Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, type of expression. So we don't have any right to question Allah in anything. Why I'm black, why I'm white, why I was born in that year, in this family, in that family. Why I was born sick, why I was born, wealthy, poor. No, this is not fair, man. Who says it's not fair? If two beggars come to you and you give one of them $100 and the other one $100,000, can the one who received $100 just object why you gave him $100,000? It's my money. It's none of your business. Any reason sits behind that? No. Just I like it. It's my money. My money. I can do whatever I want with it. It's not your choice. It's not your call. It's my call. It's my money. We belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's why in Quran, I can remember in Surah Al-Mu'minun, they used to ask about who created the world. And the answer of Allah was, you all belong to Allah. Belong. You are the possessions of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So because we belong to Allah, هو المالك ونحن المملوكون. He is the Lord and we are the slaves. He has the right to do whatever he wants if it's not inappropriate. And if it's not oppression, then that's it. So, whoever has anything, any types of nagging in his heart about any of Almighty God's decisions, he's not a true believer. Even if he accepts Imam Ali alayhi salam. Yes, he accepts Imam Ali, he's Shia. What about your life? I've seen too many people nag and talk. Why I'm poor, why I'm that, why I'm sick. Why I'm not beautiful. So what? You are the creation of Allah. You're not beautiful, so what? It's not important. Why I'm not tall, why I'm short. Why and why and why? Then we stop. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There is another way to do it. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for more. You can't say why, but you can ask more. ادعوني أستجب لكم. Ask me, beg me, and I will give you. Why? I can remember my grandfather used to say, Ayatollah said, Karl Mudarris rahmatullah alayh, used to say, why is a door of hellfire چرا دری است از درهای جهنم. And that's right. If you want to question Allah, why would be a door, a gate of hellfire? Because it means that you are not surrendering yourself. You are not submitting to Almighty God. We all ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enlighten us, enlighten our hearts with His ma'rifah. هذا والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وآله الطاهرين.